Like what you're seeing here, subscribe to this channel for more. What up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today we'll be doing an unboxing on a BWFC 2018 Volume 5 Charlotte Katakuri. So let's just take a look at the box. For the boxes itself this year, I think more or less it's gonna be similar. So this time round we just got one with the pink color theme, and we get a nice image of Katakuri at the front, some of the series name, character name over here. This is a side view with some more information of the BWFC 2018, I think. This is the other side. You can see there's two versions, two variants. We have the color one, which is the one over here, and we have the one which is monochrome. And also we get some information on the sculptor. His name is Wuhan from China. And this is the back view with a bigger image of the Katakuri photo we got at the front. This is the top view. We have our golden toy sticker here to prove its authenticity. So as you can see, it's just brand new. It's still sealed. We are going to unbox it now. This is my first Katakuri figure. I'm excited. Let's go. The figure consists of 8 pieces. His trident comes in 2 separate parts over here, and his body comes in a lower half and an upper half. These 2 parts of the base is to support his main body, and these 2 parts is to basically hold his knee at the front. This is how the figure looks like. It was relatively easy to put it together, just that I faced some problems with his right hand. The hole inside that is supposed to allow this part of the trident to pass through is a little bit too small, so I kind of have to like drill it for a little while, actually for quite some time before I have to put it through. I think just be mindful, because this part of the trident is also pretty flimsy. It might break if you're holding it in the wrong position, so just be patient. I'm not sure if it's a QC issue or what, or there's, or it's commonly faced with this figure. Do let me know if you're experiencing the same problem in the comment section below. Also, as you can see, this part of the base is entirely optional. I think they just put this in to prevent future leaning issues, but from what I saw of the figure, the main base itself is pretty steady and stable. I don't think it will be a problem at all. So personally, I would not put it, but it's really up to you. Now let us see a closer look at the figure, starting from the head. For the face sculpt itself, I think it is pretty good. It looks pretty much like Katakuri, and if you look at it from the top down, you can see his whole face, all the way down to his mouth and teeth. Not too clear on the camera, I apologize for that. And his head is also, rather his hair is also actually pretty well done. I think for the size of this figure, it's pretty small. I initially thought it could be spikier when I saw other pictures and other videos, but now that I've seen it, I think it is pretty okay. For the muffler around his neck, I think it is also pretty alright. Just that, they kind of have some, I guess, you get these paint marks or poor painting jobs across. Might have some damages over here. I guess if the dark shaded part, they kind of give it, they kind of, like over here, give it kind of variation. But in certain areas, it just looks kind of unfinished. If they wanted to do it, they should just do it properly throughout the whole thing. For Katakuri's main body, you can see that, his muscles are insanely well sculpted. He looks really ripped, and it goes all the way to the back, as well as his tattoos. So incredible sculpting, which is also apparent from his arms. Just look at those muscles, incredible. Same for the other arm with the tattoo, really amazing. And you can see spikes all the gloves. His top with the rings and the creases, to give it like to give it movement. The flow of the top, nicely done. Also his lower half with his belt, all the creases, they are crafted to show movement. And you know, general coloring and spikes all the way down to the heels are pretty good. Really good. I don't think I see any shading across except for his mufflers or attempted shading, but generally across is just, you know, they try to use the creases and your natural lighting will just kind of show shading. Yeah, and I watch Ash Toy TV, which is another YouTube channel that kind of does unboxing in Mandarin. They kind of mentioned that they wish his upper half is a little bit broader, and I have to agree, I guess, because Katakuri's is just a little bit more thicker than than usual. Maybe if it's a little bit wider, it'll be more accurate to the source material. Another thing I want to say is also I kind of prefer his muscle sculpt here better than the POP maximum. I feel like the POP maximum just went overboard with the muscles. Like, it looks insanely defined, but over here it looks more natural, and for me I prefer this. For the height of this figure, from the bottom of the base to the top of his head around here, it's around 17.5 cm, around 7 inches. If you're looking to the top of his hand here, which is slightly taller, I would say it's almost hitting 18 cm and, you know, slightly more than 7 inches. Now, this figure is actually pretty small in terms of scale, so I have brought out some of my figures for you guys to hopefully have a little bit of reference. This is Gear 4 Luffy S cultures, and you can see how they kind of look like next to each other. I don't think they are perfect. They are not even like well matched at all, because Katakuri is still supposed to be a lot bigger, but hopefully you can idea. And over here I also have like Creator X Creator Silver's Rayleigh, which is, you know, similar to all those sitting down versions. And even I think this guy is still smaller in scale compared to Rayleigh. This is Katakuri next to a POP, which is Sitting Again version 2 Luffy, for reference, but I don't think you guys are actually interested in this one. This is BWFC Mako, and I find it interesting to put these two guys next to each other because they are the first commanders of their Yonko crew, and even though in terms of scale, in terms of character height, they are not in sync, because Mako is supposed to be, I think, one third the height of Katakuri. Just, you know, kind of look pretty good together, just looking at them as figures. If not, I think for Katakuri himself, he's just kind of on its own. Doesn't really, I guess, when you're looking for skill display, match up with any other figures. Hopefully in the future, they will release a Big Mom POP and then we can put this guy next to her. That's all I have, guys. In summary, I think this Katakuri figure is really amazing. His pose is super awesome. The sculptor wanted him to be kind of using his Devil Fruit powers while running, and I think that's a really creative interpretation, and also it came out well. Main problems is, I think most people will think the same. They wish that Katakuri is just slightly bigger, and also, you know, for me personally, I think it will also scale better with other figures. My own personal complaint is just around the mufflers. I thought it could be better done. The shading wise, it just seems incomplete and sporadic throughout, so that could be improved. Other than that, I think that's about it. I would definitely recommend you to get this figure, especially if you are a Katakuri fan. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You know, any questions, any comments, just post them. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on any new videos like this. Thank you guys so much. I will see you again. Sorry for the lighting, it seems to be getting a bit darker. I think there's a thunderstorm coming. See you soon. Bye.